Let me see. Give me 1 second, Boogie. Hold your hand up. You can hear me.
All right, can you hear me?
Okay, there you go. There you go.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, then bring show in. All right. I think we live. Let me double check on my watch count. How y'all doing
L
first?
Boogie!
What crack is? What going
What's
on,
going
show?
on, man? Man, out here grinding, you know how we do.
Yeah, yeah, I heard that. I heard that.
Okay,
One of the
it
I,
things.
look.
I'm gonna hit
It,
you. I'm gonna hit you up, show after the show.
Oh yeah, man, we need you, man. I got something for you, man. I might have something for you.
All right, cool beans.
mm. Where y'all at? Where y'all at?
Man, I'm on the way home. I'm in Alabama right now. On the way home.
I'm on
Okay,
the way to
okay.
California.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
in
where you
Amarillo,
at?
Texas.
Oh, you right in front
Amarillo.
of me. I just made the OKC.
Come on, man. I'm sitting still waiting on you.
I'm shutting it down, baby. My bad. Trucking with PJ. What's going on with you? Yeah. Hopefully Calvin and um Mario are being here soon. Um, just wanted to give a shout out to both of y'all real quick. You know, anytime I ever picked up the phone, both of y'all always answered and helped me out. You know, I really appreciate y'all.
Yeah, man, no problem.
No
Mm,
problem.
let's
That's what
see.
we
We
here
got
for, man.
True. We got Kevin in the house. We got Roscoe in the house. Everybody saying what's up to y'all fellas.
Hey, what's up? What's up? Where they at? Oh, they on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
True, true. Let's see. What
Oh,
what what you hauling, Boogie?
man, I got some non-hazardous waste.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
I, I see show you right on that Conestoga gang these days.
Yeah, man. But it's been a long time. I've been wanting to get on the kind of struggle for since I've been started my flatbed and open platform journey, and I finally found a company. It pays really really good to be on the Conestoga. They got one good account that we pull out of Tennessee with, and it pays really really good to come out of there.
Mario.
What's up, man?
Nothing
There you go,
much.
Mario.
Man, hold on. Let me turn the light up on this thing. Hold on, hold
I know mine, dog. I'm a dog brother.
on.
Hey, do I need to turn my do I need to turn mine around?
You pretty
Uh,
good. You pretty good.
Man, how everybody today, man?
yeah, we good, man.
We
Good.
good.
Oh yeah, I can
Oh,
see
Yeah.
y'all
okay.
way better.
Y'all rolling.
Hey, hey, it look like you at work, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, long as I got you on here too, I want to publicly thank you, Mario. Anytime I ever needed something, and gave you a call, you picked up the phone and shot me your advice. You know what I needed on all different levels.
Oh, yeah, anytime. Anytime.
True. And
Man, Larry, where you been at, man?
Hey man, I've been out here in these streets, man. That's where I've been at. I've been in the streets, man. I need like I was telling Show. I said, man, I need to hit y'all up again, let y'all know where I'm at in the journey and what I got going on. So yeah,
Man,
we'll be talking off screen.
for sure.
I don't mean the point you out, but you in the KW and that thing is red.
Yeah, yeah, I am.
Man.
uh,
Look, Million, huh?
and we
Man.
and we just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
man,
Um,
uh, this is my first
anybody
time.
that subscribed to my channel, please go subscribe to all these young men channel. Like I say, they full of a encyclopedia book of wealth. Just real quick, we'll start from the youngest to the oldest. I think Mario the youngest. Um,
Yeah,
tell us,
I ain't but 20. I ain't but
tell us
20.
where you at in your career right now, Mario, and what all you do.
Right now, so I got a driver in my truck now. I'm working on the next truck. Uh, I'm brokering, still working full time for the fire department. And anything else they got to do with trucks, I got a lot of other stuff I'm getting into. I don't want to speak on it until I get it going. I like to have everything flowing smooth first, work out all the kinks, because I know a lot of people gonna hit me up and ask for advice, and I don't want to speak on something I don't know nothing about.
True, true, true.
Yeah.
You doing big rig now? You still with the hot shot? What you got?
Oh nah, back in big trucks, man.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And
Oh,
just FYI for anybody that's going to hire somebody to put in a truck, cause this is my third time from when I first got in the truck and hiring drivers. The biggest mistake I ever made the first time was being cool with my drivers as if we was homeless. That was the worst mistake ever. I never do that again. But I don't regret none of it because I mean I rather learn then than now. So I don't regret any of it. You know, it should be a mutual respect between whoever own the truck and the drivers, and you establish everything you looking for from jump start. Don't try to change stuff up later. And whatever goals you have from the time y'all start to where you going in the future, you need to already have that laid out. You can't switch up, down the line on somebody. Cause y'all start having issues. But you know, so from how they gonna get paid to you know, how often they gonna be home, to what you looking for as far as, hey, I need you to check in with me every day. I need you to have the paperwork at this time. I need you to do maintenance sheets sent in, like everything that you're looking for. That way, and I would get them to sign off on it from Jump Start, sign out paperwork saying you understand this. So I don't want to hear later that, well, I didn't know you wanted it, every morning, or I didn't know you want me to call and check in with you, etc. Because what a lot of drivers don't know, if you own a truck, is that you got brokers that's blowing them up saying, hey man, where the truck at? Where the truck at? And they can't give them an answer because they don't know. The driver ain't checked in with you. So it's good to have GPS on the truck too.
oh, true, true, true. So
Yeah.
now you got since you done came out the truck,
Yeah.
you got a whole new set of problems now.
Well, I had some little minor problems that I got worked out. Definitely don't want to speak on it on camera, but yeah, I had some issues I had to work out for real. Like,
I hear you.
you
I
know,
hear you.
I had to straight up call them like, look, man, this what it is, bro. This ain't happening. This ain't gonna fly. This is how this gonna be. Whatever. So
True, true.
yeah. So deal
Mhm.
deal with everything up front. You know what I'm saying? And if uh I would say drive the truck, learn everything about your particular truck before you put somebody in there. That way you don't have to worry about nobody stealing fuel from you. You don't have to, that truck in and out. You know what I'm saying? If some get torn up or some money coming up missing or any of that, you know what everything's supposed to be. Can't nobody play you. Cause I've had issues in the past where all my trucks I had before I started running hot shot. So let's see. I had four different trucks, four different semis before I got in hot shot, and I knew everything about all the trucks. One of them was automatic, two was a 10-speed, one was a 13-speed. I can tell you how much fuel it's gonna burn loaded, unloaded, how much I was gonna burn pulling grades. I knew everything about them. So when I put people in there, I'm looking at fuel receipts like, hey bro, you only went this many miles. Like, what's the deal? What's going on? And there's all these excuses. I'm like, that ain't gonna fly me because I've been in the truck. I know what this truck gonna do. I know everything about these trucks. So
True,
nah, you stealing.
true,
I already
true.
know how the game goes. I will pull up to the fuel pump. They need some money because whatever they doing, probably on drugs or whatever they own, and they'll put a little fuel in their truck and tell the next truck to pull up and you pay them cash. Yeah, all that. I'm on top of everything. You can't pull one over on me because I already know how the game goes. So that's why I
True.
say I advise anybody to run their truck themselves and learn everything in and out, file taxes, the whole nine before you hire somebody. Because now you gotta, if you want to hire somebody to be a W-2 employee or a 1099 driver, you need to already know how to do taxes before you hire somebody trying some stuff out. You need to know everything. You got to learn with yourself first.
Appreciate that
So
advice because I'm
that's
trying to get somebody in Becky right now. I think it's a
well,
toss up between Showy right and L Boogie. Why don't you go ahead, Show?
Hey, hey man, I'm at I'm least persons right now, man. Everybody know that been on my page and all that stuff what I went through. My motor blew up in my truck about 3 years ago, and we just had problems from then on. But right now I'm in a rebuilding phase. I'm working at I started out as over here at this company as a company driver. Was over here for a year. Then when was it, November? No, December. I became a lease operator, and now I'm at the rebuilding phase. I'm at the point where do I want to give me a new truck, my own truck? Because what I'm doing right now, I'm using this truck to get my own truck. You know what I'm saying? I'm using the money that I'm making right now, saving it and preparing for my truck. You know what I'm saying? Always remember, proper preparation prevents poor performance. That is what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't come up with that saying, but it's another YouTuber that I got that saying for. But it is really, really is true. And I'm at the point where do I want a new truck or do I want a fairly used truck? And I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm kind of leaning towards a new truck, like a brand new truck or one that's 1 or 2 years old. That's where I'm at right now. And I'm pulling Conestoga, and I'm with a company that has their own freight, and it's a very abundant. 50% of our loads pay $4 a mile, and I say about 25, 30. Oh no, around about 40% of them on the backhaul pay like say $2 a mile. So hey, that's where I'm at right now.
You loving that kind of Stoker gang, ain't you?
Yeah, man. It's I love it, man, because there ain't no topping, you know what I'm saying? Pull the curtain, and just about everything we do over here need topping, you know what I mean? So I ain't finna top nothing no more in my life.
Hey, it took me 2 hours to top yesterday. All right, Mr. L Boogie. Let's go. What's going on with you here lately, sir? What niche you done found?
What's going on, man? It's your boy L Boogie with the hoodie. You know I'm blessing the Lord, highly favored, and saved by Jesus, saved by the word of God. My cup is running over, and I still want some more. How about you? Well, where I'm at right now is uh like a building phase, rebuilding phase. What I do right now is I teach company drivers how to transition and become owner operators. So that's what I've been doing here lately, and I do that all from my truck. Plus, I do the marketing aspect of it. Um, I've been working with companies like Trucker Path, Trucker Tools, DAT, um, and other brokerages and different things like that right there. And so, um, my plan is to, the Verizon man. Can you hear me now? uh, that's who I'm trying to be. And so that's what I'm working on. So I've been working with different companies and different things like that. So that's what well in the trucking field. Plus, like while I'm in my truck, I do more than just truck. I do like I said, I do the consultations and stuff like that. And I also got some. I don't. I like to tell people what I got, what I'm working on right now. But like Mario say too, I like my stuff to be complete. But I'm working on a course. I got all the different connections and different things like that right there to be able to teach you from start to finish. Plus, got the resources and everything to be able to help somebody from start to finish. Um, if they want to hop into the truck, whether they want to be owner operator or whether they want to get their own authority, however they want to go about doing that. And so, um, I'm basically the plug and pointing people in the direction that they need to go to be successful in the truck industry. And I tell people all the time, I don't know everything, and so I got people that do know more than what I know in a specific areas. Like I point people to Mario all the time when they talking about hot shot because there's a lot of, especially like being on Clubhouse and stuff. It's a lot of people that's that's wanting to get into doing hot shot. It's a lot of people that's wanting to get into trucking period. And a lot of people they wait until they jump into the game to get somebody who can mentor them, or they wait till they buy a truck and then say, "Oh, I didn't know what I need to do," when they should have called somebody before and got some information and see, and they could have avoided a $5,000 mistake. You know, like
Mhm.
me and Mario used to talk about all the time. You hop into the industry and you get you a you got you a brand new truck, got you a brand new trailer, or you got your used trailer. You know, it's better to go ahead and get you an air ride than a spring ride. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that right there can save you a lot of time, a lot of headache, a lot of money. You know, and
True.
just and so that's what I'm on right now, man. You know,
True.
just trying to put
True.
people keep you from making them costly mistakes. You know.
Mhm. Like me and you was talking earlier, L Boogie.
Somebody's phone.
My channel
I'm about to spit it.
got like a little niche for people either coming into the industry or people middle aged like me transferring to the industry. So out of
Yeah.
each one of you guys, gonna ask y'all for advice for somebody think about coming into the industry. I'm gonna start with Show because me and Show done had that conversation before. Trucking the hell you crying, baby. It got its good days, but it got its bad days too. So you like to elaborate, Show, on what advice you got for these fellas and
Hey,
ladies?
Man, I like to say, like L Boogie was saying, get your mentor and get your mentor that know what know what you want to do, and a mentor that's been there. That's all. And then also, like I said, proper preparation prevents poor performance, man. That is so true. That is so important. You know, in this industry, if you want to be an owner operator, you need to get a mentor, to somebody that is a successful owner operator. You know what I'm saying, and tell you how to do it. You know what I'm saying, and what they would do for you, and what I have done for a lot of people that I used to mentor, is it helps them get to the level where you at so much faster without making so many mistakes. So many mistakes, man. So get you a
Mhm.
mentor. That's one thing. I don't want to talk too much because I might take some stuff from somebody else. But that is one of the major things. You know what I'm saying? If I had a mentor, I would have been a little bit farther. But I was learning as I was going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people asking me what trucking company should I go to. I always give them advice. Um, Pick a trucking company that fits your lifestyle. You know what I mean? Your home time, the amount of pay you need, the training time, how long you gonna ride with a mentor, XYZ. So the question go to you too, L Boogie. What would be the first thing you would tell somebody trying to get into the industry or want to get into the industry?
Yeah, if you're trying to get in the industry or wanting to get into the industry, the first thing I say is get you a mentor, because a mentor can actually, I mean, because when you first get into the industry, everybody know unless you got a truck, you ain't about to be making a whole bunch of money, you know. And so unless you got somebody who already got a truck or whatever, they're gonna let you drive for them. And I tell people first thing you do, you need to get you a mentor, and then also you need to learn on somebody else's equipment. I see so many people going out there trying to buy their own equipment and buying their own stuff and just jumping out there because they're in the era right now where they just trying to be their own boss. And nothing's wrong with you being your own boss, but I tell people like this: apprenticeship before ownership. If you can learn the game, like Mario said, he's been doing some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because and a lot of times he's doing a lot of talking because this dude got so much information when it comes to trucking. He don't own the trucking company before with multiple trucks. So I learn stuff from him all the time. You know what I'm saying? And so and the business aspect of it too. I learned a lot of stuff from him. So just getting you a mentor, and investing into yourself. You know what I'm saying? So first thing is get you a mentor. If you're thinking about it, also I would say get your credit together, and also find you a mechanic.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Um, I think Mario is about the only one I haven't met in person. Um, L Boogie, when me and
Man,
you first
man,
met,
you better go there in that Shreveport, man, and pull up to that fire station.
yeah,
Be
yeah,
down there
Well,
at
I
the
met
fire
when
him
I,
one
station,
time
man.
too.
yeah, L Boogie, when I
Yeah.
first called you, it was your anniversary. You still took the time to talk to me.
Oh
And
yeah,
then we did a live feed together somewhere in Atlanta. Yeah,
yeah.
that's where me and you met. And me and Show, I done forgot where we was. Show, we was in Texas somewhere, and you was walking out and stuff. I was walking in. And I'm like, yo, and he took time to talk to me. We talked about 30 minutes to an hour. And he laid some jewels and gave me his phone number. But to you, Mr. Mario, the question go to you. What advice you got for somebody getting into the industry?
All right. Uh, first thing, I'm gonna say, you need to know why you getting into business. Don't get in because your homeboy down the street in trucking and he appear to be making all this money. So you decide like, hey man, I want to jump in now. I see my boy got this new Corvette and all this other stuff. So I think I want to get in and be my own boss. So that's if you get in for that reason, you're gonna fall flat on your face. First thing. The next thing, you need to be able to be available to make a lot of sacrifices. I'm talking about financial sacrificing time away from your family, like sacrificing across the board. When them new Jordans come out, you gotta sacrifice not buying them new Jordans because you need to take that money and put it back into your business. Uh, and you need to know what type of equipment you want to run uh, based on a lot of other stuff you said, like how often you want to be at home, what the freight look like in the area you live in, what's the pay, uh, etc. So like I've always did flatbed. I haven't done anything else. What I like about flatbed, most of the freight and flatbed is gonna be between 7 and 3. All right. Some places stay open to 5. Every now and then you'll find places stay open 10 at night. But 7 to 3, I'm normally on the road 2 a.m. When the sun come up, I'm unloading, I'm reloading, and I'm gonna try to get that off the same day as I can, depending on because I got a perfect. Well, I live is in a perfect area for freight coming and going. So I'm gonna give you an example. I used to get off work. I get off here at 3 p.m. because we don't work a traditional fire department schedule. We don't. Most people 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning. We 3 p.m. So I get off. The only place stay open late here is down on the port, which is down the street from the fire station. I get off. I go load my truck, go park it, go home, go to sleep, whatever. and I get up in the middle of the night, I might start rolling down to Houston. When the place open up in the morning, I'm unloading. Once I drop that, I go reload, and then I might try to get that load coming home, or I like to try to stretch it past my house. So I book a load like from Houston, Little Rock, Arkansas. Well, Shreveport, right in the center. I come home for the night, get up 2 in the morning, same thing. I do all my routes from like Dallas to Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock to Houston, or like New Orleans or Baton Rouge up to Oklahoma, somewhere in Oklahoma. All my routes always cut across through Shreveport, so I'm home every night. And
Oh man.
I still get the miles I want, still making the money I want, but all the routes come past my house, so I'm always home. So that's why I like to run flatbed. Then I don't have to bag up to those docks, get up point in time, wait to load. I show up. If it ain't no other truck, I'm finna get unloaded when I get there. Like I have multiple different reasons why I like flatbed compared to other things. Other people, if you live in the north, you may not want to run flatbed because it be cold a lot. You might just want to run dry van. So you need to pick the equipment you want to run based off the area you live in, the amount of freight you have in that area, and you know how how you want to run in general. You know, so
True, true,
I
true.
I'm making just as much as somebody who running all over the U.S. just sitting here in Shreveport running from here to Houston to Tulsa, Dallas, Jackson, New Orleans. I'm running right in this circuit. I'm making just as much money as them. I'm still doing $6,000-7,000 a week, staying right here and home every night.
Man. Yeah, you stay
So,
in a good
but you
freight
gotta
lane.
you
You
gotta
stay in a
you
good
gotta
freight lane.
hustle though. Yeah, you gotta hustle though. You can't. What I do ain't for the average Joe who want to hang out at the truck stop. You gotta, in order to do what I do, you gotta be constantly moving nonstop. You gotta be moving, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's a lot of work because I'm securing loads, unsecuring, redoing it multiple times a day. So what I do ain't for everybody.
True, true, true.
So, but yeah, like I was saying, you just have to know. You just have to know what the freight look like in your area, depending on the type of equipment. Like in my area, it's tons and tons of flatbed freight in my area. It's a whole lot of flatbed freight. It's never a shortage in the area I live in. And I got a lot of surrounding cities that's got a lot of freight in my area. I can literally drive 20 miles, 40 miles, 60 miles down the road if it's dry in Shreveport and reload. I can run up to Jackson County 71 miles from here, load up. I can load all around where I live. So I'm not ever tripping on no freight. So you just need to figure out what the freight looking like in your area and what type of equipment that the freight is going on. And then you decide what type of equipment you want to run from there. But you also need to know how much money, estimated ballpark of how much money you're gonna put out and how much money you're gonna bring in. Because me, since I first got in trucking in 2015 to now, I've never worked for a company. Landstar, the first company I leased on to, but I started out with my own authority straight out of truck driving school, and
Wow.
the, I made a lot of money, but I've lost from the beginning to where I'm at in my career now. I've probably lost a total of $500,000 since I've been in the business. That's what people ain't talking about, the money they lost since they've been in the business. But
Hmm.
but yet I don't consider what I did as failure because failure is when you don't get back up. I've always been up, even losing all that money. I've always been up. I'm still constantly rolling. I'm still constantly building. I'm still able to do what I want to do, and I'm still helping people. So it ain't about falling. Everybody gonna fall. Is you gonna lay down or you gonna get back up?
True that, true that. Yeah, that was good. That was good. There's so many different niches you can go into. Flatbed, specialized, reefer. Um, I think I found my niche over here is step deck. It's just so much different stuff you can go into. I'm trying to make it a heavy haul. Um, But also with that, trucking is a lifestyle, and people really have to understand it ain't an easy lifestyle. Cause I got stuck out there in Dallas. You know, I ain't go into it on my last video, but man, I paid for three tow trucks. You know, different times, got caught in the snow. Man, I lost so much money last week. I don't even want to talk about it. But one hit me up for $600, baby. Hey, just to move me like 5 feet out the
Yeah.
snow. Yeah, and people really like the news will never cover what happened down there. Um, Truck stops literally out of fuel. Um, Wal- you can't get no new trucks in the Walmart or the grocery stores, so the stores are empty. So the locals now are coming to the truck stops, buying up all the beanie weenies, all the sardines, all the cans of tuna. So we ain't got nothing to eat. You know, water pipes them bust. We couldn't use the bathroom. Um, at the truck stops to take a shower. You stuck side the highway 14 hours. A guy, you see another trucker coming down the lane with a gas can, talking about I'm almost out of fuel. I got to keep my truck warm. Can you donate me a couple of gallons? Damn right, dog. Get some out the tank. You know, um, what was saying all that to say? Trucking is a lifestyle, and I want each one of you to tell me what was the biggest thing y'all had to get used to say, okay, I can deal with this. I can be a trucker. I think we'll start with Boogie this time.
You said what now? What was the main thing I had to do? What?
What was the biggest thing that you had to deal with to say, okay, I can deal with this trucking lifestyle? What was the biggest shocker to you?
Oh man, I would say
Who you
capital.
want?
Um, yeah, I would say just capital. Because like when I first got on with Landstar, I think like my first week, man, it was crazy because I had a tire blowout, and then I had like uh and then something happened with the lights on my trailer, and then something else, and I was like, man, I should have just stayed a company driver. But when I had first got that first check and that second check too, I was like, okay, I know I can make it work. You know what I'm saying? Um, Even though those was like small things, I was still to the point to where I was like, well, you know what? I know I can make this work. You know what I'm saying? And then the more I started like reaching out to different people and talking to different to talk to other drivers and stuff, like I would listen to their stories and be like, okay, if they did this, I know I can do this. And then I would start just talking to them, building relationships with them, and that's how I would. That's how I knew that I could, that I can make it in the trucking industry. You know, like Mario said, I was thinking Mario show. Uh,
Mm,
like one of them said, man, you got to have a plan. You know, if you got you a
yeah,
plan, like you can be successful. You know, if you ain't got no plan, if you like a lot of people when they step out here in trucking, you know, they get that shock value and they see all that money. Now that money start coming in and they want to ball out, not knowing that like man, you need to start building your credit. You need to start. You need to make sure that your credit is like A1. You need to make sure that you put some money back, so that if something happens to the truck, you know that you can get that taken care of. But
true,
yeah,
true,
the
true.
business part of it, I would say the business part of it is easy. The maintenance part of it is easy as long as you got a line of finance. If you got finance or whatever, you know what I'm saying. Uh,
True, true.
all this stuff is pretty much easy, especially if you got a network of people that you can call on and depend on, and you got relationships all throughout the industry in different areas. And I think that's what makes it easier. Relationships.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're a relationship guy. You always building connections. Man, you talked about that earlier.
Yeah,
Always
yeah, man.
building connections. What about you, Show? What was the biggest shocker coming in the trucking that you had to get used to?
Coming in this industry wasn't that bad because I started as a company driver, so it wasn't that bad. I just got to the point where, because I always been used to being gone from home, because I was in the military before I came in the industry. And the biggest thing when my problem started with when I became an owner operator, you know what I mean? The breakdowns and stuff like that. But my thing was what I had to learn is some you I had to learn how to save money. You know what I'm saying? I had to come
Mm.
up with a strategy to learn how to save money. And once I got that down pat, um, it was easy breezy. But the real big shocker, I was gonna go left or I was gonna go right, is when my truck broke down. And when I say my motor blew, I just didn't have a rod or something that's break loose inside the motor. I had a rod hanging on the side of the frame outside of the
What?
block. So I had to go get a whole nother motor. So what people were telling me, well, you need 15,000 to rebuild a motor. You know what I'm saying? Mm-mm. But what they forget is you need 15,000 to rebuild your motor. But what if your motor blows? So I was calling Freightliner at that time, and it was saying 45,000 for a crate motor. You know what I'm saying? That's just the motor, and then you got to have your living expenses too. You know what I'm saying? So I was at that point where what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? And I end up bouncing back. I had enough money to go get another truck while I was fixing that truck, and at that point I had a partner, and we ran that truck hard, and we bounced back. And then when I got the truck back, not mentioned the truck had caught on fire when the motor blew, so all the wires and
What?
stuff was gone.
Oh man.
So when wires
Mm,
and stuff was gone, I got it back. So it just wasn't acting right. And yeah, and sometimes I was like, well, you know what? I'm gonna start from ground zero and do this thing all over again. But this time, I'm gonna have my credit together. I'm gonna have my money together. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have everything in line that I need before I jump into my own truck this time. There ain't gonna be no rush.
True, true, true. Yeah.
So
What about you, Mario? What was the biggest shocker of you coming into the industry? My audio on?
yeah, I hear you. You might not be.
We can't hear you, Mario.
We can't hear you, Mario.
I'm trying to unmute this morning.
Oh, you good now?
I think we lost Mario.
All right, you can hear me.
There
Yeah,
you
we hear
go.
you.
You can hear me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what's up with this thing, man. Y'all can hear me. All right,
yeah.
all right. So the biggest shocker, uh, man, just knowing that everybody lied to me about, I don't want to say lied. I'm gonna say misled. You know, everybody hit me with, man, you can make $5,000 a week, and I'm adding all these numbers up in my head, like 5 grand a week, blah blah blah. And then when I actually started rolling, and it wasn't easy to make that money initially. Uh, and I had no clue all the expenses that come along with trucking, because I started with my own authority, and I started with a truck. My dad gave me he gave me the money to buy it. I bought our truck cash money, $54,000. He gave me the money, and uh, so but insurance was extremely high because I'm fresh out of truck. I'm talking about like man, like the money you're grossing a week, that's how much my insurance was costing for the month. And I had fuel, I had, man, I just had so much stuff that I did not know that came along with. So I already had my LLC, I had my authority, I had the truck, I had to get this insurance. I had to pay my 2290. I had to pay for my IRP tags. I had to pay UCR registration fees. I had to pay for a drug consortium. I had to.
Yeah, I think he in a bad area. His signal done cut out. Hopefully we'll get him back here in a minute. True that. True
Yeah.
that. Yeah. Why I got these fellas on the line? Ain't nobody got no questions for these guys. Hey, it's a rarity to get us all together. Hey, I wish we was at a barbecue or something. That's what I wish.
Yeah, somebody said we need to start a podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
I
yeah,
see that in the comments.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, we'll get you to set that up, L Boogie. I have no idea how to start that. Yeah. Let's give a couple of shout outs real quick. Okay, Mario dropped out. We got Roscoe, we got Bradley, uh, General
What's up, Roscoe?
Maximus,
Bradley.
yeah, Big Map, 504 Ryan, Mr. Grant, Nicholas, what up with you? Quentin,
Oh yeah,
uh,
somebody said they see me in PA. I know exactly who that is because I seen them in PA. I was just standing there, man, and this guy he walks by me and says, "L Boogie." I was like, "Somebody call me." That
yeah, yeah.
happens all over the place, man. All over the place, and I don't even do videos like I used to. I'm about to start doing some more, but I don't even do them like I used to, man. And people just still remember. I'm talking about everywhere I go.
Hey,
I'm the same way. I don't do videos like that neither, because what I try to do when I was making videos, I try to make it so, you know what I'm saying, it'll last forever. So if you want to question, if you want to find out something, it still be playing. You know what I mean? You can go
Yeah,
back and go look at it. You know, that's what I try to do. You know,
yeah. 'Cause
so,
pretty much the information is evergreen. You know what I'm saying? And so,
mhm,
true,
uh,
true. We got a question. All business, nothing personal. Um, Leasing on or authority and why? I'm gonna give my first stab at this one.
okay.
For me, for me, I would lease on first. That's just me. For me to go out and get my own authority, I would have to have at least one client, and then I will go get my authority. Personally, I don't trust the spot market enough for me to just go out there, get my authority, and run the spot market. Um, you guys can go ahead at it.
Well, like I said before, I think uh, I think it's better to lease on first with somebody so you can find out the ropes and so you can find out how to do business. And like you said, secure those customers, secure the contract, because you don't want to be just out here just running just off the load board. Like you may have a load, then you may not, and then you may have something, then you may not. Like if you're going to get your own authority, you want to make sure that you got some customers. Make sure that you got some shippers that you can call. Make sure try to get you a dedicated account. It's all kind of freight out here that you can get, and so and learn on somebody else's dime. Like learn on like it's plenty of companies that you can lease on to. Lease on to one of them companies and learn the ropes and learn all the stuff that you got to pay out because once you got here, you got to start paying your insurance, and you got to start paying, your plates, tags, all the IFTA and all that stuff like that. That stuff is gonna be more, especially your insurance. Your insurance is gonna be way more um, with your own authority than it is gonna be with you leasing on with somebody. And so um, that's what I think.
True. Show.
I say lease on first, but lease on to a company. If you think about going to get your own authority, lease on to a company that they ain't gonna babysit you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
a lease on company that's gonna really prep you to have your own authority somewhere like Landstar, Mercer, or somewhere like that. You know what I'm saying? And somewhere where you can actually get practice at using a load board if you don't have any customers. But if you, I wouldn't be honest with you. If I was going to have my own authority, I have customers. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would do. That's the best thing. I understand the same thing y'all guys were saying. That's how I feel too.
Okay, Mario, you was gone for a minute. We got you back. We got a question: lease on or on authority, and why?
Oh, lease on, definitely. Man, cause I started with my own. So man, it was it was trial and error. That's why I lost so much money because I didn't know all these other expenses was attached to having your own authority. And when something go wrong with your own authority, like that's coming straight out your pocket. So I had an insurance agent that I was dealing with. He screwed me. So I don't know. I had three trucks going. For some reason, he came at me one month and said I owed it $10,000 insurance. So I was just battle back and forth with him. But now I'm looking at I got three trucks, three drivers, and I'm like I got everybody's family basically counting on me. So I had to drop this $10,000 to keep my insurance going. Well, I don't know, like the following week, one of my drivers was unloading in Fort Worth and they wouldn't unload him. And come to find out, they went unloading because they said he wasn't authorized to be hauling freight because we didn't have insurance. I'm like, what you mean? I just dropped 10 grand on it. Called the insurance guy up, called the FMCSA, kind to find out he never even paid the insurance. So they canceled my authority because of this dude. So then I ended up having to spend another $5,000 to get everything back up and going because I still had a load on the truck. They wouldn't even unload the truck. So
Whoa.
my driver was stuck out there for 2 days until they got everything back going. Well, now when this happened, when when they reactivated to customers, to carriers, I mean to brokers and everything like that, when they type your number in, it looked like you a brand new company, even though you've been going because your authority just got reactivated. Even though it wasn't gone before 8 hours, it still looked like a new company in the system. So
Yeah.
man, I dealt with so much. I done had drivers have wrecks, burn the truck up, well, not the truck, burn the trailer up, burn the load up. I done had drivers fail drug tests. I done had just about everything you can have happen to you from start to end, from being in business for yourself. I've had damn near all of it to happen to me. So no, I wouldn't start off with my own authority no more. Well, I don't regret nothing I did because I learned. But
Yeah.
I would recommend somebody not to go down that route because hey, if you ain't got a whole lot of money, I'm talking about a whole lot of money, you don't really need to be making them moves right now until you got everything mapped out, you got customers, the whole nine, you trust your insurance agent, man, like you didn't dot the I's and cross your T's. Other than that, I wouldn't even do it. And plus you got so much. If you got your own authority, it's hard to be in the truck if you got your own authority because it's too much paperwork you gotta do. It's way too much paperwork. Just think about all the big trucking companies that exist. They have a particular person for each administration position. Then they got the truck driver. Then they got somebody who managed the trucks. I did all those jobs. I did accounting. I did payroll. I did compliance. I hired drivers. I fired drivers. I made sure the maintenance was right. Every single thing you could possibly think of dealing with a trucking business, I was the one person, and I was still driving, and I was still coming to the fire station, and I had a brand new baby.
Man,
Yeah, yeah,
you
Well,
had a lot
hey,
going on.
well,
yeah,
Mario was one of. You remember you remember In Living Color and the Buttman,
yeah, yeah,
them Jamaicans.
yeah. Man, I was all that, man. I was all that, man. I was, man. Oh man, I did everything, everything. But
Okay.
the downside to that, oh man, it destroyed my household. it completely destroyed my household. Like, me and
Mm,
my girl ended up breaking up. Like, yeah, man. So
man.
I wouldn't. Nah, I ain't.
I
I
feel you.
Now, with that being said, for some to answer your question with somebody new coming in, nah, I wouldn't do it. Right now, I got truck leased on Landstar. I'm brokering through Landstar and everything. I also have my own authority. Me and my cousin held together out of Texas, and he got his truck under the authority. Now, I'm really good with the office side of things, and he's better at dispatching and stuff, which I really
Mm,
hate dispatching. I know how to do it professionally. I just hate doing it. And well, he liked doing it, so it works out. But
okay.
yeah,
Uh,
I
all right.
mean,
We got a question by C Green and All About Business came back again, so we could probably answer both of these in the same deal. C Green say, how do you negotiate rates over at Landstar? And All About Business, to ask brokers when you're trying to book a load, how do you know how much to ask per load? So aren't you lowballing? Um, that's part of the reason you want to lease on first, in my opinion, to try to learn the lanes, what lanes pay what during what time of year. It's kind of hard to catch on, but eventually you will, as well as going back to that own authority thing, in my opinion, like Mario said, when they see them new numbers, oh, you're a prey to them. They like a vulture and they ready to eat. But go ahead, show how you negotiate rates and how you know your lanes.
Oh man, shoot, it's been a while since I negotiated a rate, man. Man, I can't really, man. I can tell you how I used to do it. Uh, how I used to do it when I was at Landstar, what I want to do it for, and what it all entails, and that's all I had. You know what I mean? And what I want to make off of it. You know what I mean? That's how I negotiate rates, man. Um,
Okay.
but,
Let me see. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can answer. I'm gonna see if I can drop off camera and see if we can get Calvin in here. Let me see. Next one, y'all can answer the question. I'm gonna drop off for a minute.
uh, Larry, you can go.
Yeah. So knowing which lanes to run and stuff like that, like it's pretty much the same thing all around the board. Everybody sticks with the mid. If you're running the Midwest, um, you the Midwest gonna have that money. That's what I've seen. Whether dispatching, whether driving, the Midwest always has that money, unless you have a a lane or whatever. If you got like a dedicated lane or a dedicated shipper, if you got a dedicated customer or a direct shipper, those lanes right there tend to pay more than just like running off the load board or whatever. But like if like you can tell like what you're doing, like if you're wanting to negotiate a rate or whatever, you can ask how much have the rate been. You pretty much know what it takes to run your truck. And so if you're trying to book something, if it's Monday and you're trying to book something on Friday, uh, don't expect to, you know, negotiate nothing like out of this world. But if that load need to be gone, if it's the end of the month and that load need to be gone by Friday at 5 o'clock, and it's Friday at 3 o'clock, now you got some wiggle room because you know they got to get that load off, and so you got to know where the load is at and where they going to with the load, different things like that. So I wouldn't depend on the spot market. Go ahead, Mario.
So hold on, let me turn the light back on. All right, so first thing you need to know your operating costs. That's the first thing you need to know. You need to know what it's gonna cost to break even. You need to know what it's gonna cost to make a profit. That's the first thing. Calvin was in. And once you got that down, you because the thing a lot of people need to know, everybody gonna get screwed in this industry. I don't care how much you know or none of that. Everybody gonna get screwed at some point. Uh, but if you know your operating costs, it's really hard to get screwed if you know your operating costs. Yep. Huh? Yeah, yep. Okay. Oh yeah. I been. Uh, but if you know your operating costs, it's hard to get screwed. All right. The next thing is if you on DAT normally tell you what's the going rate for that particular lane and what it's been. So DAT give you a lot of information. As
Yeah.
far as being with Landstar in negotiating rates, uh, so it's a couple different things. Those brokers, if they got direct customers, they already got a particular amount of money that they charge their customer for that lane. So it ain't no wiggle room in it. The only thing you can negotiate with that is like how much money they can give you toward accessorials. And fuel prices fluctuate every week also. So every week what they do, they send all the agents a like a chart of what's the fuel price what's the fuel prices depending on what part of the US you in. And you have to give your fuel surcharge based off that chart. And if not, Landstar gonna come back later and correct it. All right. So for example, if I got a direct customer and I run a particular lane, I charge that customer to run $1,200 for that lane. That rate is that rate. It ain't changing. But if I can try to break more money out toward if the load gotta be taught, even if it don't gotta be taught, I can still get over and say, hey, I'm gonna give you $100 toward tarping the load. Or if you going somewhere that has got tolls, I can break money out toward for tolls. Uh it's different stuff. It's different ways to wiggle around it where the driver still make more money even though the load don't pay more money. All right. The ones that you can flat out try to negotiate is the lows that Landstar agent got from a outside broker. So they got somebody with a different broker company that they deal with all the time, and you help move loads. You can hit them up and say, "Hey man, if the agent be up front with you, be like, hey, this is a broker load, and this is what he paying. Are you interested or not? Well, I'm interested, but like I'm gonna need another $150. You can call it broker back, be like, look, I got a truck, but he's saying he'll run it for $150 more. So I mean, do you want him to move it or not? Sometimes they'll say yes, sometimes they'll say no. And if they say yeah, then well, you got an extra $150 towards your load. So it's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that go on. And I would have never known that if I wasn't an agent. I had no clue. I would have felt like everybody was crooks.
True,
So
true, true. Hey, Mr. Leaks, what's going on?
What's up? What's happening with y'all? Got
just
some
What's
chilling.
up?
some his got some hitters in there. What's up, Boogie?
What's going
Mario?
on, man?
Making it happen, man. Making it
Mhm.
happen. That's about it. I'm about to run to Tennessee real quick.
Yeah, Calvin is the chameleon of the group. He'll switch up in a minute. He'll do flatbed. He'll do step deck. He'll do reefer. He'll do box. He'll do power only. That man be switching it up.
Yeah, for most part, I've been doing the reefer. But I was looking at my step date the other day. I said, "Damn, I feel like pulling that joint, man." But we'll get to it.
True, true. Well, since you missed out on the first question, let everybody know basically what you're doing and where you at in your career right now.
God, man, what I'm doing.
You ain't
uh,
got to tell us everything, you know.
man, sure. I've just been, I've been operating here for what, over 5.5 years, pretty much now. Like you said, I've been doing all that stuff he just mentioned, and run 3 trucks here, um, at Landstar. I actually just Well, it was 4 trucks. I deleased 2 of them. So I just deleased 2 of them. One back in January. The other one I just deleased Wednesday. So yeah, I'm doing some things, but yeah, other than that, man, it's just been maintaining over the last 5 years, 5.5 years here. Met up with y'all, showed y'all some things, Other than this, what else y'all want to know, or the audience wants to know?
True, true. Um, what was a couple of questions? We can go back real quick. Oh, your opinion on lease on or get your own authority off rip?
Well, that depends on the individual, man. You have people out there, like somebody was saying earlier today, and it's been said in videos from me and others, man. Like people ain't telling you the whole story, man. You know about how they got to where they are with their own authority. You know, you got dudes that's got clean records, been driving for like 20 years or whatever, like me. Their rates gonna be different, versus somebody they ain't been driving long. They probably got a couple of tickets and whatever else is going on. They don't know how to deal with. I heard y'all talking about lanes and rates. So anybody, like I said before, you can pay $300 to get your authority. You can pay the third party to do it for you and everything else. But if you don't know the rest of it, then you just wasting your money.
Facts.
If you
True,
if you're in a
true,
rush if you're in a rush to get out there and start pulling freight, and you go get insurance from Progressive and they charge you $35,000 for the year, and yes, they be charging people thirty-five
Yes,
thousand,
they
dollars,
do.
$50,000.
I was
So
paying 75,000 for 3 trucks.
yeah, and
What?
some people getting hit $40,000 one truck, man.
Yeah, one truck,
Because of
45.
the stuff I'm
Yeah.
talking about. And I remember when I was about 25 years old, and I tried it. I didn't even do it through them, I don't think. And this is when I was in North Carolina, and they was trying to kill me about 30,000. But my dumb ass had them damn tickets on me, man. So it's just like I had tickets driving in my car, But and yeah, your regular driving a car, it counts against you too. But if you don't know how to negotiate rates, you don't know nothing about no lanes, stuff like that. You don't know how to deal with some of the paperwork or whatever. You don't know how to file IFTA and all that crap. Then you wasting your time. A lot of people be taking the easy route. They want to run to Amazon because they don't know anything else.
true,
It's
true.
just sitting there. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. So you would be better off. If you don't know much, try some Landstar F2F or some carrier like that, where you can deal with agents or deal with brokers. That way, you can get a better understanding of what's going on, and then learn other stuff while you within whoever system you're in. So, because if you just going out there to wing it, man, you could be gone in like 6 months. You know,
True, true, true.
you could be
Uh,
done, man.
mm,
At
Uh,
least
um,
in the Landstar scenario or whoever scenario, there's some kind of support there to you know that way you can understand more as you go along. Some
mm,
people cool. Some people cool with just staying at Landstar forever. You know, some of us just
yeah.
be like, all right, we just gonna do what we gonna do, and then we on our way. I done learned a ton of stuff from just being here, even though I already knew some stuff. I done learned a whole bunch of stuff, which like I said, I'll be dropping that soon anyway. Some of it. If I'm not doing it on mine, I'm doing it on Cooley's channel. So y'all can check, call me Cooley out, and exclamation thoughts. So because we got something going, we ain't gonna really make it fire off yet. With like this broker thing. But Cooley, I told Cooley go ahead and do his thing, man. I said don't wait for me, because I'm still playing with Landstar. So don't let me stop you, you know.
I hear you. I hear you. We got another question. It's not really a trucking question. Um, it's talking about investing. I'm not big on that. I'm trying to play with it. Anybody want to answer that one?
Yeah.
I ain't
I
big on it either, but
I'm big
I've
on
been
it.
playing. Well,
I'm big on it.
go
I
ahead.
invested myself. I should
Yeah,
have did it
that
myself.
one. Yeah, I'm big on that one. You know,
Yeah.
big
Don't
on
get it on
that
me.
one. But one of my boys, exclamation thoughts. You can check him out on his channel. He don't do videos no more. You catch him with one of us on a live stream somewhere. He talk a lot about Bitcoin and stuff like that, which it's been working out pretty good for me. But you know, I got a couple of my other boys offline that don't got YouTube channels that talk to me about debit, what they call debit spreads, and making all these calls and puts and stuff.
It's all about the call
So
and put, baby.
so I
I
got
ain't
myself
playing
caught
with
up in
you,
some
man.
stuff.
Hey,
True.
Hey,
I ain't big into, well, not yet at least. I ain't big into the stocks yet, but my only advice on it is whatever you spend money on daily, get stocks in it. I mean, if you buy cleaning products, if you got a Apple phone, if you whatever that you normally spend money on daily, just look at a lot of other people is spending money on the same stuff. So start putting your money there as far as stocks.
True.
Yeah,
True.
yeah. I
Yeah.
watch people. Like, I've been messing with Amazon, not Amazon. Uh, Tesla. What the other one I done messed with? A couple marijuana joints. Um, who's the other one? There's a few of them I done messed with out there. So recently
True.
they just
True.
all been taking a note. Recently they've been taking a nosedive. I messed around a couple weeks ago, man, and I was up big time. And I slept on it. That joint crashed. I was looking, I was looking stupid, man. On it, I was just like, I
it's
mean,
buying
I
season,
didn't
man.
lose all of it. It just dropped. So pretty
True.
much at
True.
a break even point right now. But I'll just leave it alone.
I
Bitcoin
think
doing
real
what
It's
it's doing.
buying.
Yeah, I think
It's
real
buying
estate is
season,
about
man.
to take this investment right now. I think the market gonna crash soon, so I'm sitting back waiting. I'm sitting back waiting. We got a
Oh
question
yeah,
on. We got a question about how do you deal with the slow season? Um, keep running. That's my suggestion. What y'all say?
Man,
deal
I
with
would
the what?
say how you deal
Slow
with the
season.
slow season.
Oh
The biggest thing, a lot of stuff line up for you if you do the right thing from jump start, which is building relationship. If you build a relationship from day one, start building relationships day one, the slow season won't hit you as hard
won't
as it hit other people because
right.
your people you normally deal with is gonna hit you up every time they got work. And if you dealing with at least three different people consistently, you got three people hitting you up giving you work. And whenever they ain't got work, that's when you just run out the load board. So I mean, it don't the slow season really don't hit me that bad. Now the when I was in the hot shot before I jumped back in the semi, uh man, it did hit me kind of bad because number one, it was COVID season. Number two, so many people had got in the hot shot and everybody just moved pretty much to the same area, running freight in the same area, which is mostly Texas. So I was like, man, this is it. I'm getting out. They can have it. And I jumped back in the big truck.
Yeah, he right. He right though. Like y'all used to see me. I mean, I still do here and there, and it's like clockwork, with me. Like you always saw me in Denver. It's a slow season, but Calvin always in Colorado for some reason. I'm always there where other people ain't. You know, they always thinking it's snowing. It ain't snowing all the time in Colorado like people think, unless you're up on the other side of the mountain. So I'm always dealing with the same people all the time, running the same load. Whether it's in Colorado, whether it was going to Colorado, it's always the same people. So like you said, Mario, the slow season doesn't hit me like it hit other people. Like
Yeah.
I got people now. He asked me yesterday. Was it yesterday? He said, "Man, where you at, man? I can't find your truck in the system." I was like, "Oh yeah, I took it out. I took it off of landstar. It ain't here no more." So then, I was like, "I got my other truck running around temporarily." Um, man I load with him all the time with a reefer now. He got a load out of California, going to Colorado, 900 miles, $4,800. all day. He was doing it. He was doing them for 4,000 at one point. But that's like you said earlier. That's one of them broker loads. Now I
Yeah.
wouldn't have known it was a broker load until one day I just happened to walk inside. Well, I didn't walk inside. They walked to me and handed me the paperwork because you really can't walk in too many places nowadays. But he handed it to me and I seen the damn broker on an email transcript and he handed me the bill of lading too. I was like, he just threw me an alley oop and didn't even know it.
Yeah.
You threw me an alley oop. See that those are the things I be trying to tell people. Like they be trying to go back and forth. Well, y'all don't make that much, this and that, and y'all ain't doing this and that. That's something I done picked up right there, gone. You know. So if I'm gone or
Yeah.
whatever, and I want to deal with something, I know who to go get it from.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Man.
know who to
that's
get
what
it from.
Calvin, you
Go ahead.
absolutely right on that. I tell people all the time, like, I don't care what you're doing. Like as soon as you step in the truck or the trucking industry, you better keep every bill of lading that you have
Facts.
because
It's on there.
those are lead generation magnets.
Mm-hmm.
It's on there. It's on there. I had a situation I talked about it before where my stepdaughter, she was doing something trying to get down with some company out of Dallas to be a broker, right? So I was trying to show her some stuff, right? I
Calvin,
had old loads
Calvin,
from
is
wherever,
that my
different
phone
companies.
or y'all phone?
I don't know, somebody's
No,
phone
I think
clicking.
they come back on.
Um, so I had loads from different carriers or whatever when I was with them or whatever, and I gave it to her. I say, look, I didn't give her like big stuff because you can't trust the place that she's with. Who knows what they'll do? So I gave her a couple of them, and one of them was like a guarantee, like anybody could have got it. And they handed her loads and showed her a list of loads. I mean, these loads were all like $3 a mile, 250 a mile, lumber coils, and all kinds of mess, man. But she one of those, the younger generation, right? Where they just want something handed to them. They want the expressway to something. And I'm
Yeah,
telling her, like, you need to get up and go. You need to go out there and go holler at people. You need to go call them on the phone, make sure you got the insurance with the broker and all that set up. But I think what happened was um the
I
broker
think it's Mike messing
company
up.
the brokerage company took what I gave her and she what you call it they
It ran off
disappeared
on the
on her, left
plug.
her hanging, ran and got this joint. The dude that was training her waited like a whole week. They couldn't find this guy nowhere. And on top of that, she's not even trying to do anything. She's just sitting there like just waiting. Like, what are you waiting for? Like they come back, they say, look, we're gonna give you a little boost for like $1,000 so you can go ahead and get you some cash in your pocket. And she was happy with the little $1,000. The rest was history. She gone. I said, I'm just saying, I'm mad as hell about the whole situation. Like, do you understand what you just did? I'm sitting there calculating all these loads. I'm like, some shipper just sent you like maybe $1 million worth of loads. I'm not saying you can
Man.
haul all of them, but you can get some of these moved. They're giving you the green light to move these loads, but you're not going back to do your homework and call in, make the phone calls, and make sure everything gets done so you can start hauling. Because this broker never had to look. This broker never even knew who these people were. They
Man.
know who they are now. you know, they know who they are now. So, but
True,
like I said,
true.
try to put some in somebody's hands where down the road, I'll run the authority. You got all this. All right, we put it all together. But when you drop the ball like that, it's like whatever. We got to keep it moving. You know.
True, true.
But like now,
Mario
I
was
don't need no license to be no broker. So, but go ahead.
true. No, I was gonna ask Mario, what you think drivers have the biggest misconception on dealing with brokers? Like you've been on that end, so you see what's going on behind the scenes. What you think that we miss that we don't see?
Oh man. The only
You
thing I
mean
can think
well,
of,
agent Landstar? Oh yeah, he is a broker too.
the only thing I can think of off the top of my head is that all of them got all this. All right. Well, I'm just speaking from Landstar perspective. So a lot of them feel like that if they negotiating on a direct customer with a Landstar agent on a direct customer, that they got more money in the load. And I had to find out for myself that
That's
that wasn't true. Now, if it's a broker load, you got a lot more room to negotiate. But even on broker load, even the agent still don't know what the actual broker you getting the load for. You still don't know what they got it for. You just trying to get it for what you can move it for. That you can get a truck to run that load for. Uh, but I found I don't want to. I'm gonna have to talk to y'all off camera on some
Yeah.
stuff.
hey, hey. Yeah, he
I'm,
was doing it one day, yeah. That's why I
I'm,
was going like this. I was like
I'm gonna have to talk to y'all off
I'm like,
camera on
oh,
some of this stuff.
ah!
So, man, let me leave that
like,
subject alone, man.
like that's why I was like,
Yeah,
ah.
I'm gonna leave that
I was like,
alone.
chill.
But what I'm gonna say is every agent ain't out to get you. Every agent ain't out messing over you. I'm gonna put it there. But
Right.
the ones that are, trust me, it's obvious. If you questioning in your mind, like, no, they playing games with me. Yeah, they playing games. But
hey,
Yeah.
the genuines are gonna be upfront with you.
Yeah.
hey, and Calvin, we all know the general. We all know that general saying that if you gonna get messed over, what's they gonna say? What they gonna say to you
They
when you
say
answer the phone?
they say, hey buddy, it's over for you, man. They say, hey buddy, it's over, man. Like you
Oh,
done.
It's a wrap.
Soon as you
hey,
soon as
buddy.
you commit, so they buddy you up with hey buddy, hey
Uh,
pal or something. Done. Cause as soon as you accept that load, you about to get screwed most likely. 9 times out of
It's good
10,
load. It's good load.
it's a
It's
good
good load.
load, man.
oh
They
yeah.
all not all. Now, not all of them messed up because I deal with a couple of them here and there. But you just gotta watch out for some of them, man. You gotta watch
Hey,
out for
buddy.
some of them.
Yeah,
Hey,
one hit
that
me
go
up
back to
one
home.
time. One hit
The
me up
thing
one
was
time.
crazy, because what's crazy about it is, um, some of them they don't. Landstar's the kings of it. Landstar's like you got the telemarketers that call you from Baghdad. Landstar's the kings of that. They got these agents that's way over there somewhere on the other side of the water. Like one time I made a video and I was like, yo, we got bombs dropping, babies crying. What the hell is going on in the background over there? Guns going off or something. I was like, yo, but nah, but for real. But for real, they be overseas. And they use these satellite numbers, 619s and stuff like that. They not here. They're not even here. And they'll tell you it's a good load. You don't know nothing about truck driving over here on this side of the map. All you know is you hear the standard. $2 a
Mm-hmm.
mile. They think $2 a mile is good. They be calling me like the other day. Hazmat load gonna tell me to go from Texas to Arizona. Some hazmat load for $2,100. I said, who be coming up with these numbers, man? Like, what do y'all come with these numbers, man? Like, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna
Yeah.
happen, man.
I had
So I
one
like
hit
you.
me up to my hey man, I got a good load in your area, right where you are. I said, you don't even know where I'm at, bro. He said, yeah,
Yeah,
we down in Houston. I was like, okay, which I wasn't in Houston. I was back home. I was like, okay, so what's going on? Man, I got a good load. Pay $1.30 for a mile. Man, I hung up. I
yeah,
instantly
man.
hung up. Man, don't play with me. At
Call
this
me
time, this was when freight was really. This was
move,
2018. You talking about
moving.
stuff was moving. At this time, I hadn't ran a load that paid under $3 a mile since I had been with Landstar at that particular time. Not one
You
load.
know, and people don't believe that, man. They like, well, this and that. Like, look, bro. Every time I log on, which I don't even log on like that, my joint, unless I go to like Florida or something like that, my joint don't fall under 3. That's
Exactly.
it. It don't fall under 3. If I used to make videos where I said 250 bare minimum, what you get before the cuts and all that. I said that's just worst case scenario for me. And they
Yeah.
go, well, 250, you ain't gonna make no money because 65% is this. See, here you go with the dumb math again. You not
Yeah,
least, you
yeah.
not least on, you not least on here. You not least on here, so you don't understand how the math actually works. So you
Yeah.
just hear 65%, and you think it's just for every $1,000 is $650. And it's rare
Mm.
that you even see a load that comes up like that. And usually, if you do see a load like that, it probably pays through the roof anyway. So the
Yeah.
customer's like, we ain't giving y'all no fuel surcharge. We paying you $85 million a mile to run that load. Like so,
Military loads, military loads.
yeah. So
Mhm.
but yeah. So that's just what it is. Like one day I was sitting in Texas. They all seem to happen in Texas. I was sitting on the yard, and I got a call about a load. This dude called me about a load. I was trying to think where the heck this place was, but he said port something. I said that's by the water. I don't know. Ain't no port nothing in Dallas. I don't
Hey,
go.
buddy.
So I'm like, you got to be by the water. What is you talking about this load? My man was talking about way down there by Corpus Christi.
Oh man,
Like, dude, I'm not. This when I was pulling the step there. I said, I'm not going down there. I'm in Dallas.
man.
Hell
You know,
no.
and then they'll call again about some other loads. They love to do that. What do you call that? Bait switch move. Like you'll call by a
Yeah.
load from Dallas to like Columbus, Ohio. That load's covered already. I got another load that goes to Seattle, Washington. No, I ain't going to Seattle, Washington, man. I didn't call about Seattle. I
$1.25
called
to the
about
mile.
Ohio. All these
Exactly.
drops. Man, when they try to
Exactly.
get me with an oversized load, one load I took out of one dude I deal with on the step deck out of South Carolina. He had a Georgia, the customer out of South Carolina, direct shipper, money every time. He paid me like 8,000 something dollars. It was like 20,000 pounds. I had to tarp it. The customer kind of tarps it, and then you kind of like do the rest. And it paid like I think it was like $8,800 to like Salt Lake, Price, Utah. So I dropped it off up there, right? I get a phone call. Hey, buddy, you hit me on the phone talking about, yeah, I got this 12.5, 12 wide load picking up there in Salt Lake City, and this guy go all the way to Baltimore, Maryland. We got it for $6,000. I was like, what?
What?
6,000?
Okay.
Man,
Like
I
this,
just
and
they
that's the thing with some of these other newer drivers that come in. You got to know what you hauling. What it's gonna cost to.
yeah,
Now you better go find the
man.
other six. Like, like what is you talking about, man? I just came out here for 8.
Is
Mm,
Can Quill 537? Hold on.
yeah. You don't know how many permits you got to pull, how far the route you got to go. You know, that done
Yeah,
crazy, them
yeah,
oversized. Mm.
yeah. You gotta go
Hey, I
out and
had to
route
cut.
with some of them.
Yeah, I don't know. I had to call either you or Show You Right one time. I was like, yo, I got this oversized. I'm kind of heavy. This and that going on. Where I need to go. Y'all just spit the route out to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I remember one time you was in PA with you was yeah, man. I said, yeah, you better turn that bitch back around, man. I was like, you better turn that truck back around. I was like, you about to be done. I was like, you better turn around, man. How about that load is again? He was like 11 miles. I said, you better turn that truck around, man. You ain't getting through nothing over there. Like, but
I
you
missed
there to
my
help you
turn
out
on
and
the
shit,
route. I remember that.
Hey,
Man,
and like
Yeah,
we were
help them
talking
out.
about earlier.
There's been a time or two, huh?
Mm,
them foreigners that you talking about, that's across the water, man. Over time, I don't know if it's just them, but a lot of them, they done messed over so many people that it actually hurts me because I had my one of my homies plugged me in with a broker that don't like dealing with landstar brokers. Uh, so he plugged me in with the dude. Well, this dude had worked for me,
Watch you breaking up.
like great paying loads. Like he gave me two different loads. One going from Georgia to California. It was a 12-foot wide load. It was paying 10,500, and then he gave me another one from South Carolina to New York, paying like 6,900. Well, when I tried to get everything approved, you know, they denied it. Uh, I don't want to go in details about it, but anyway, they denied it. But But with him just offering the work, he only wanted to offer it to me because my boy plugged me in with him. But other than that, he would have never offered because so many of those foreign agents have screwed so many people by going after their customers. So you got so many people that just flat out don't want to deal with Landstar at all. Zero.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
a lot of guys miss out on work because of that.
Yeah, yeah. Because I got an agent, I will keep a couple of hey buddies on the team because when nobody else got a load in the area you at, hey buddy, I'll find you one. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
sometimes I go to a dead area and I got a relationship with an agent. I
yeah,
give him a call and he'll go on the dashboard and find me something. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And he done had me on the phone on the three-way. And they'll be like, "Oh, we don't deal with Landstar." It's like, what? What
Exactly,
you talking about?
exactly. Them
Yeah.
agents, some of them agents that screw people over, they backdoor them and go after their customers. So
Mm-hmm.
so they don't want to deal with them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So like right now, like my driver
That's
hit some dead areas. Then I go on truck stop DAT. But shoot, 70% of the people I call say they don't deal with land stuff.
that's
Mm-hmm.
Landstar. I don't know why Landstar hasn't gotten a control of that. I think it's just because they don't care. Really, the money is money to them. Because even with this reefer, man, you had that problem. They will not load Landstar. They will. But now, I mean, there's a bunch of people that will load Landstar, but also Landstar won't mess with other brokers either for whatever reason. Like I said all the time, it could be a payment issue with them. It could have been a cargo claim issue,
Yeah, I
whatever
just
the case may be. But for the number one thing is, even though they like to sugarcoat this, especially in Landstar helping Landstar, they try to act like this doesn't happen. You know, the double brokering thing does happen. They try to say, oh, it's co-brokering. No, we know what co-brokering is. Okay, no,
There's no double
they're
brokering over
literally.
here. Stop it. There's no double brokering here.
Oh, yeah, one dude tried to get it. A Landstar driver tried to get into it with me. He the one that runs around with the Snoopy trailer. He got a Snoopy on the side of his trailer, right? And he seen me in Baltimore one day. I was talking to one of my boys on the phone. I think it was at a truck show. So we were just talking about double brokering. So I was talking about an incident that happened to me like I don't know 10 years ago, whenever the heck it was. And I said the first time I ever witnessed what double brokering was from Landstar. They took like $2,000 off a load that our company's sister company gave to them. You know, and got the load off of Landstar's board, and then they're trying to figure out what's what because Landstar's supposed to all load, not broke it out. They broke it out the dang load, and they trying to figure out what's going on with the load. Like, they all over the place for like an hour. They find out, man, that's our damn load. It belongs to our sister company. They brokered us back our own load. We gave it a. I was like, bro. But Landstar ain't the only truck company.
oh
Landstar ain't the only, but Landstar ain't the only truck company that does it though. I done heard this on the phone. Universal, I was with them, they do it. Landstar does it, others do it. So, but Landstar is just a swift transportation of brokering. They're the biggest, not the biggest broker, I should say, but they're the biggest owner operator company out there that brokers loads to other carriers. So the word is on the street. But it ain't just them. There's others that do it. But other people try
Schneider.
to sugarcoat it and call it. They try to call it. Oh, now it's co-brokering. No, it ain't. It ain't. Yeah, there's co-brokering. I know. Just like that load I just told you about, $4,800 for 900 miles, right? But when you get in situations like that, if all of us is under the same umbrella, but we different companies, and one of y'all gave it to them, and then they go back and broker it, and then one of us catch it, it's crazy. And like I said, it ain't just them that does it, man. So, but dealing with them agents, like you were saying, you gotta keep a couple of hey buddies in your back pocket, and they might bail you out sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got one all the time. He keep trying to tell me, "Hey, I got this 900-mile load for like 2,700." Dude, I'm not doing 900 miles, man, for 2,700. I'm telling you right now. And he keeps trying it and trying it and trying it. I told him, I said, I get it, man, that you deal with other Landstar drivers at times. that just don't know any better, and they just go ping, ping, ping across the map all over the place. You know, you sure already know me by now when I call. I'm not doing it. You know,
Hmm.
go find me that 350, 400 for like 1,700 to 2,000. You because I'm not running no $2,700 for 900 miles. I'm not in the Landstar system. I'm not gonna do
True.
it. I mean, I can do it, but
Mm.
but like I said, we keep the rates around $3. The problem with a lot of Landstar drivers is they want somebody to do something for them, like, hey, buddy, and when they log
Mm.
into the when they log on to that Landstar online, they go straight to the load board and they just look at every load on the load board, and then they start making the calls. It's covered. It's covered. It's covered. Oh, that load was gone since yesterday. Well, take it down. you know,
Exactly.
you know, it's covered. It's covered. Meanwhile, you got somebody like me with one of y'all with the connect somewhere, with the load alert. Like I said, with the load alert, you gotta be like the wild wild west. When that phone go off, bang, you better pull it out and look at it, make the call,
Yep.
then do your talking. Cause you sitting there reading that whole load alert or the Landstar Online thing. We already know the Landstar Online load most likely gone versus the low alert, depending on how fast you are. You
Yeah.
got to know how to move quickly behind that because you're competing with other Landstar trucks. You competing with outside trucks, getting some of them lows, not all of them, because some of those I done pulled up to places where the customer walks outside and they see S&K Express on the side of the truck. They're like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Nah, man, Landstar on the back."
Mm, true, true,
they,
true.
they ready to hit him right upside the head. Like, see, didn't we just tell him not to do this? Have it came up the other day.
Mm,
With a load that I dropped off. They was like, I ain't never
true.
seen a trailer like this at. They was like, I ain't never seen a trailer like this at Landstar. And say, oh nah, there's only a few of us that got reefer trailers, man. So I said, but it's a Landstar.
We got another question. How do you hold on? I got to put it up. How do you know shops to go to for truck maintenance without being screwed over?
Relationships.
Really, yeah, you guys gotta know people, build a relationship. Um, you got a truck that's got warranty left on it from the factory. Then you let the dealership deal with it. I mean, especially if you know the dealership is swift on what they do, because I know a few of them that are and some that aren't. But if you got a truck that's out of warranty, like these newer type of trucks with DEF DPF, you don't need to be at Kenworth getting the job done. You don't need to be at Peterbilt getting the job done, or Freightliner, because they busting you for like 180, $200 an hour, and everything they do is by the book.
Yep.
You know, it took them 2 hours to do it, but they billing you for 12 because the
Yeah.
book says so. So
Yeah.
imagine if we can get to say, imagine if we got to say, oh, New York City logo in there, oh yeah, 15 grand automatically by the book. That's what the book says. We don't get to do that,
Yeah.
but they
Mm.
do that to us like that's what we do.
Yeah. Dirty
Shout out to
Bro, what's
Dirty
happening?
Broke real quick. Dirty Broke, I need to get you on here one day. Matter of fact, if I
Put
can
them,
squeeze you
put
in
them
now,
in there.
you
Yes. Yeah, send him
I
the
ain't got
link.
no. All right, hold on.
Yo, but
You
I'm
get them
glad
in
you
there.
spoke on that, Calvin. So I oh man, like
Dirty Broke, see if you can jump in.
back in 2018, one of my big trucks, I had some issues with the DEF, and my truck went down on me, and I found the dealership in Lake Charles. Well, uh, so they just opened the hood up and stuff like that. They had it sitting back there, and bro, they wasn't even working on it. They kept saying, "Oh, we checking your truck out now," blah blah blah. Well, I had I had number one, I had a warranty on the truck. Number two, I had a relationship with the dealership here at home because I've been buying all my trucks for them. Well, after they told me all these different stuff is gonna have to be done to it or whatever, that they gonna have to keep it. Well, it was a weekend, so I now had to get a rental car and drive back home until they got it fixed. We got them coils.
Hey, hey,
Yeah,
look at
so
show showing off his Conestoga.
no more talking.
They got it nice too. But
All
Yeah.
right,
yeah,
Dirty.
So So, all right, so that happened. Well, I drove to the dealership here, went in, talked with them, and they showed me a lot of stuff they probably shouldn't have been showing me. Showed me how these people charge everything. They printed out. They called me and asked me to ask the people for a parts number. So I called them. They gave me the parts number. Pull it up. Boom. It was covered on the warranty. So they gave me the paper. They said, "Well, they try to charge you. Get them this paperwork." So I put the paperwork in my pocket. Anyway, they started explaining to me different stuff. Like they said, "Well, you know." They have to charge you 2 hours for diagnostics. Even if it take them 10 minutes to diagnose the truck, they still have to charge you 2 hours by the book. So they was getting me all this behind the scenes information that I wouldn't have never known if I ain't have a relationship with them. And so anyway, I went down. They initially told me the truck was under warranty. Then they was like, "No, it's not under warranty." And they tried to charge me. It was somewhere around Lake Charles, Louisiana. I forgot exactly the name of the dealership. It's a real small Volvo dealership. But yeah, they tried to screw me big time. Well, when I went back, they told me the truck ready. I went back down, and then they tried to tell me they was finna tell me how much it's gonna cost to get the truck out. They seen me reaching down in my bag and they were like, "Oh, hold up, let me go in the back." They went in the back, came back. "Oh man, your truck under warranty. Yeah, you don't owe now. Here go your keys." Yeah, until they seen me reaching down, they was finna try to tell me this extreme amount of money it was gonna cost to fix my truck. But
Yeah,
they was like, "Oh, he finna pull out some paperwork. He already called about the part and them. They bagged up off me, gave my keys, and I left." So yeah, if you got a relationship can save you a lot of money and time. If you don't, you gonna get screwed about 98% of the time.
yeah.
True, true.
You
What
walk in
you say
there, you
about
walk.
it, show? Dealing with a good mechanic, how you build relationships.
Now you gotta have them good mechanics. You gotta have like at least two or three of them on your hand for real. Especially like when you lanes that you run. You know what I'm saying? Find your mechanic in those areas. You know what I'm saying? And go
You
from
know,
there. That's a must. That's a must. That's to save you a whole lot of money. I barely went to the Freightliner dealership. That wasn't my thing going to the Freightliner dealership. Nah. Why would I pay? My truck wasn't under warranty. You know what I mean? So why would I pay this person $150 an hour when I could pay him $100 an hour and he's going to do the same work? You know what I mean?
he just
True.
asserted. He
Only
just
time
as
I,
certified. He just got a smaller shop.
Facts.
yeah,
It ain't no corporate, setting. And that's the thing, man. Like I said again, these type of trucks here, you ain't got no warranty on it. You better have like me. I got two shops, Ontario, California, and El Paso. I just left the El Paso shop last night. Cost me $200 something to do slack adjuster and some crap, whatever I was doing last night. But that's all it cost was $200 something. Normally that costs way more at some dealerships. So you gotta have somebody like on them routes that you run, lanes you run. I got somebody out in what's the name of that town up there? Lafayette, Louisiana. I got a lot of stuff on 10. So I got a lot of stuff on 10, couple of places in Denver and stuff like that. But you don't want to get caught up at the dealership with no warranty, especially on these type of trucks. Now you got them older trucks, 60 series and stuff like that. You shouldn't be in a dealership anyway because anybody could damn near work on those. But
Yeah, yeah.
but the warranty
Um,
thing will save you, man. Because I just lost the engine in one of mine, almost lost it, and they replaced the whole engine. They replaced the whole CPF. That's like $60,000. But the warranty covered. I never paid a dollar. Other than that, I let the truck just sit there after it got fixed. I was driving my other truck. So you gotta have that coverage, man. I don't care what people be trying to tell y'all, man. Especially on the factory. The factory gonna cover it. You just gotta have it at the right dealer when it goes down. You know. Now the aftermarket is the aftermarket. It's just a band-aid warranty. It covers a little bit of stuff. That's it. But it works when it's in your favor. You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
gotta have your you gotta have your paperwork done though. Your oil changes and stuff. I mean, it's not
Yeah,
hard, man. Especially with these warranties, especially the aftermarket one. They got these trucks now like this one. They say oil changes 60,000 miles. That's the manufacturer's recommendation. I'm not running 60,000. I could do it in 30, 25, whatever, you know. So I'm well, within range. There's no way you can goof that up.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
if you're running
You got to keep your
70,000
receipts
miles on
though.
an oil change, you a fool.
Yeah, you got to
I
keep the
just got
receipts
mine
with the
done today.
warranties. Go ahead,
You a
show.
straight fool.
I said I got my PM done today. Don't play about that maintenance. Let me tell you something about that maintenance, man. It have a rod sitting on the side of your block on the right.
Hey,
Don't play about that maintenance, man. And what's
Yo,
crazy is when I had my truck, it wasn't my fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I always kept my maintenance up. It's probably the company or the person that had it before me. You know what I'm saying? Fault. You know what I mean?
hmm
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. A lot of
better
people don't
spend a
know
little money
too.
now than a lot later.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know. I know. Sometime I'll look instead of going to a TA for a PM. Sometime I go to them
I don't even do them
landstar
no more.
inspection sites. Some of them will do your PM for you, cheaper than
Yeah.
TA.
Mm.
I don't even
Mm,
do them no more. I just kind of like, had a problem with them because Packers and they get a little discount, but they always like we ain't got the numbers all of a sudden no more. I'm like,
Let me see what I
alright,
paid for my DD15 today.
I try to do that 25,000, 30,000. You know, get it. When the driver get it,
yeah,
so,
like
and then
Calvin in a bad area. Mm.
Cal
Hey,
must be out there in the desert.
yeah, yeah,
go outside when
We doing here.
with a DOT and anything they come up with, wrong with the truck, I make a decision to either fix it, depending on how bad it is, or I'll get it fixed on the outside because I don't feel like paying y'all $150 an hour, whatever Landstar rate is.
true. We lost him. We lost him. I think I want to L Boogie. You still there, L?
Yeah, I'm still here. Yep.
Okay, okay. You just sitting up in the dark. What
Yeah,
you
man.
say about that maintenance thing?
Yeah, I think, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, I'm gonna
Yeah.
come back in. My phone overheating. I'm gonna come back in as they cool down.
All right, all right. Thanks, Mario.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just
maintenance is imperative. Especially preventative maintenance. You want to make sure that you keep your stuff up to par, because preventative maintenance can save you a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Even if you know something is getting ready to go out, like you don't have to wait till the thing goes out. You know what I'm saying? You can go ahead and change it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times your truck will give you warning signals if you know your truck. If you're lit, if you're listening to your truck will give you warning signals.
Yeah,
It'll you start cranking it up or something, and it's a little sluggish or whatever. Like I remember when I first did like this is just something simple. So when I first changed my batteries in my truck, like I was trying to figure out, like it was sluggish cranking up. But then after it was sluggish cranking up, what I found out is that I woke up one morning and my truck smelled like rotten eggs. And so I didn't know at the time, but if your truck is smelling like rotten eggs, that's the batteries. You see what I'm
yep.
saying? And so
Mm,
Yeah.
I went on ahead and said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and change every one of these batteries right here. Went on ahead, got that out of the way, so I didn't have to. Cause it happened to me two times. So the first time I didn't know what to do. Second time, I I um I I just changed every one of the batteries
yeah.
at the same time.
Hmm.
And so having preventative maintenance is key, man. You have to put that into your budget. Like I know,
Yeah,
like I said before, like you make a lot of this money and stuff like that. Like, but man, you got to put that into your budget. Like not just for oil changes, like for other stuff like Allstate or Start or Leaf Spring or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? Like some stuff, if you can go ahead and and get it taken care of, like it ain't gonna cost you that much money, further down the line. And then plus having you a mechanic that you can trust, that you can deal with all the time, that's really gonna come through for you, and really gonna
Mm.
not they're not gonna rape you on the price. You know what I'm saying? Having them like Show said, having them spread out all over the place. You know,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
if you got freight, I mean, if you got a mechanic all over the place, and a lot of times that's why I was saying earlier, relationships through the game, because if if I'm not hauling in the Midwest or whatever, or if I'm not hauling on the West or whatever, or the Southwest, well, I know Calvin hauls out that way all the time. You know what I'm saying? I can hit Calvin up and say, "Hey, look, I'm looking for a mechanic in this vicinity." You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
You can build your book of business in 20 minutes by talking to different drivers, because they're gonna let you know, okay, look, this is a good mechanic, this not right here. You need to go here. You need to take your truck over here. They're gonna give you a good deal. Plus, they ain't gonna rape you on the price. They're gonna do a good job as well. You know what I'm saying? So relationships, man, they matter. You have to build relationships in the game. You know what I'm saying?
True, true. And I like that comment that you made. Knowing your truck. If you drive that truck every day, you should know when something don't sound right. You should know if it turn over an extra turn, like yo, something ain't right. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? You really got to learn how your vehicle. You and that truck should become one after a certain period of time. You know how it turn, how much room you need. You know, yeah. Them relationships. That relationship is included with your truck.
yeah,
Um,
How
we got
that
another.
thing pull with a certain amount of weight, man. How that thing
Yeah.
pull, like if it's
yeah,
sluggish going up, if you do this right all the time, that thing pull like it's straining or something. You might want to pull over and check your oil. I'm just saying. I mean, for real, man. Or check your tire pressure. You know, tire pressure is important because tire pressure will cut you down on your fuel mileage. Yes, it will.
Hmm.
Truck and trailer. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
yeah, one of the things
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Can you get home every day when leasing on to a company with your own truck? It depends
Yes.
on who you lease on to. Oh, like certain accounts, I know over here, like the Walmart account, you could pretty much get home. You was on that, wasn't you, Boogie?
Yeah, I was on it, but I wasn't home every day.
Oh, okay,
I was gonna
okay.
speak on this other account that one of my subscribers was on, and he was with Landstar, and he was out there in out on the west, and he was on this IKEA account, home every day, off on the weekends, making that money. I'm talking about making money.
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So yeah, it's
Uh,
possible. I also know a guy right now that got I think he got like 9 trucks, and
mhm.
a lot of his trucks stay in the Atlanta area, and his
And he
drivers
on
are
the
home
land
every
stuff?
day. Yeah, he on land time. He been over here. I guess at that time he had been here about 9 years.
Wow.
Yep, he had been here about
Hmm.
about 8 or 9 years. And so I'm sure he done been about 10, maybe 11 years now. So yeah, but
Hey man,
he has the stuff he was doing from Atlanta to Marietta every day.
True, true. Yeah, what you
Yeah,
finna
now
say,
that
show?
hey man,
not
I'm
everybody
I'm
can get
I'm
them
for
kind of
real.
loads.
Man, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, what y'all think about new truck, old truck, man? New truck or used truck, man, for real.
You say
When
For
what?
a
you
person
say
like
new,
me.
you mean newer
Some
or
of this
brand new?
Brand
based
new.
on what you see, based on what you see on YouTube, some of that shit is a gimmick. So we'll put it like that. You can't watch people on YouTube for the most part, man, because it's poisonous. But it depends on what your situation is like, man. Really, you know. I mean, what your money looking like? What your
Well, I'm gonna
plan
tell you what
is, and all
I'm
that,
gonna
man.
tell
So
you
I
what
mean,
I'm gonna tell you what I got
uh,
going on. I can tell you what I got going on. I mean, like I said, like most of my loads pay $4 a mile, and to the truck it's like 3. You know what I'm saying? And the gross revenue net is anywhere from between. Well, I'm leasing a truck. Well, the gross revenue, the gross net revenue will be anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000 every week.
Mm,
I lost it. I think I keep losing the service, man. I don't know why. Every time I get on your stream, it does it. I heard you three. I
Yeah,
heard
Yeah,
you say about three, five
oh,
thousand dollars a week.
yeah,
yeah.
you
I
ain't
mean,
got no camera either, Lee.
Say what?
So you ain't got no video.
Oh yeah, I cut the video out. It's dark. You ain't gonna see me.
Oh, okay, my bad, my
So
bad.
I turned the video out. It's just I don't know. When I be moving, man, I'm like one. For some reason, everywhere I go, it keeps like cutting out. I guess I need 5G for real. But yeah, he
Mm,
yeah,
was saying something about three to
I'm about
five
to be in the
thousand
what?
dollars.
yeah, $3,000 to $5,000 every week on a consistent basis, like on a consistent basis.
man,
Yeah,
I
I
might need to
mean,
come over there.
I don't know where I don't know where he at. But, you know, a lot of people they come out, man, and they see the situation right now. It's like so it's on fire. Like I said recently, I said you can put a little monkey in the truck and he can make money right now. You know, but
Mm,
if it's really consistent, even without the pandemic, you know, like I tell people, I can make the same money with or without the pandemic. It don't matter to me, you know.
Hmm.
But some people can't. You know, some people see what's going on out here and stuff like that, and you got the Texas situation in the Midwest, whatever. You know, and then they see that they think, oh man, I'm making this money. I can make this all the time. But if you've been making this like I don't know how long you've been doing it, you know, you've been doing it before coronavirus and over the last 2.5 years. I don't know how long, like I said, how long you've been doing it. Then yeah, you got a shot at getting a pretty decent tractor. I mean, either way. I mean, if you know how to work on a truck that's like a 12.7 or Cummins N14 or something like that, pre-emission trucks, then you know you can roll that route. But if you're not that mechanically inclined at all on either side, pre-emissions or emissions, you know, then you might want to get a truck that's got some coverage left on it. At least to get
So,
you through. At least it'll get you through a year. You know,
yeah.
maybe like me, I've been getting them with like 2 years left on them, 2.5 years or whatever left on them. But they factory warranty trucks. You know, you can get
Mm,
that aftermarket thing. It just ain't gonna protect you as much. But you know, but if you making that, if you, I don't know, how long you been doing it though?
I've been doing it since December.
See, that's kind of like that's like a short tail. So you never know. I mean, it's hot right now. I mean, it is what it is right now.
But we
But
don't
you
have
just
we
got.
don't work off. We only work 50% off the spot market. That's it. Everything else is customer.
That's
All our
another.
customers pay what we
Yeah, that's
pay.
another thing. That's another thing too. So you know,
Hmm.
that's another factor. So that I mean, you can get yourself a decent truck. You know, with some coverage left on it if you want to go that route. I mean, I don't know how you feel about pre-emission trucks. You just gotta find a good one somewhere. You know.
Yeah,
mm,
the only thing I got to worry about is I got to make sure it's 2016 or better. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's what
mm,
that requirement is.
Yeah,
So
it's got to be.
yeah, so definitely, man. I'll just go to the dealership. Uh, I did make a statement a while back about the prices should drop, but this monkey wrench that just happened with this Midwest and Texas stuff, I think that changed. They can throw that out the window. What I said, but you can find a truck somewhere 16, 17 model that still probably got like 5 years, 700,000 miles, whatever it is, warranty left on it, 600,000 mile warranty, and you probably get it and it got 400,000 on it. You know, still with 2.5 years left. You know, I don't know
mm,
what you like, Pat. I don't know if you like Detroit, Packard, whatever, but whatever it is, I will find it. I'll go dig for factory warranty left on it, and I will make sure, depending on the fleet it comes from, because I will damn sure not buy a tractor that came from Covenant Transport. Um,
Mm.
you know, you
mm.
know, US Express had a bunch of tractors, a flurry of them come through about a year ago. They ain't had no coverage left on them, but the market was so bad that I mean, I had people calling me on the phone, Calvin, man, what's up, man? I'm talking about dealers. Hey, Calvin, man, I'll sell you two Freightliner Cascadias for 50,000. That's how bad it was. That's how
Mhm.
bad it was for the dealer. That's how bad it was for the dealer. That same tractor right now is 50,000 or a little bit more for
Yeah,
one
yeah,
tractor.
yeah.
They were selling me two tractors for that, and I got the email that, they like they say I got the receipts to prove it. You know, they was gonna sell. They was gonna sell them to me. I said, nah, I can't do it right now, man. I ain't gonna do that. I'll tell you, I
Yeah,
would have took that chance.
yeah.
I
For
wouldn't
me
take a chance
personally,
on a $60,000 truck with no warranty.
yeah. For me personally, like I don't forgot who feed you was on the other day, Calvin, but 15, $20,000 cash truck. I don't think I'm in my point in the career that I could do that because I don't know enough about the trucks. You know, um, if you're gonna go out and buy a $15,000 cash truck, you better be a mechanic yourself, or you a homeboy with a mechanic that you can doggone drop him a 6 pack of bill. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, it's like like I'm gonna jump out there probably, and I'm probably gonna buy one of those WLA trucks like that purple truck I put in the thumbnail. I was gonna buy one last year, and but by the time I got around to it, it was like $22,000. It had 700,000 on it. But I got people that could work on it. You see what I'm saying?
True.
Other people they just drop money on the truck and now you taking it all over the place. Man, them Kenyonas boys I be going to, I ain't seen nobody beat their price on anything.
True.
Anything. You know, I'm over here getting like 20 items done. They got a NASCAR crew working on a truck. And I come out here paying almost nothing.
True.
So, but you gotta
Yeah.
have that if you gonna buy them trucks like that, man. You better have somebody that know that can get on it and work on it, or else you gonna lose your ass on that every time.
Yeah.
So we done
Yeah.
seen
We
it,
got a yeah. We got another question. What do you think about deleted D DF def system? As long as you don't run Cali and as long as you stay away from the dealership, I don't see no problem with it.
You got you
After you
gotta
do it, you can't go to no dealer no more.
you got a mechanic that can work on it. I ain't gonna promote it, but that's for you hear what people be saying. Like my guy Rooster be saying surgery and stuff, but you do what you do with it, but you don't have to go to Cali. Then you do what you're gonna do with it. You know, people ask me, am I gonna delete the pack cards? I'm just like, ain't too many shops that can mess with those joints, man. I ain't messing around with that. You know,
Okay.
so
Okay.
but
Yeah.
but yeah, man. I mean, if you're gonna do it, on surgery on a DD15, you better make sure you got a couple of mechanics on deck that know what you got going on with it. Because you go to that dealership, like what's his name did, not your average trucker did, and I guess somebody told him some crap, and then man, my man ended up paying like 18 grand or something like that. They had to put everything back and then fix whatever. Like, nah, man, can't do it, man. And I feel like in the scenario that he was in already, I'd have just had all pre-emissions trucks anyway. I wouldn't even bought none of those type of trucks. But
True.
living over there on the East Coast, Carolinas, whatever, you probably run like 2, 3 states or something. I wouldn't have did it, but that's what he got going on. But yeah, they got him. He ain't the only one that's been got. You gotta watch these dealers, man. Like you
Yeah.
can't bring no deleted truck to a dealer, and you really can't even trade it in at a dealer trying to buy another truck. Not no
Mm.
corp, not no big dealer. Not no Freightliner, Peterbilt, and all them. You might get it off at Joe Blow's truck sales, but you ain't. Some of them still gonna check it and find out.
Yeah.
Right.
Uh, yeah. All right. Another one? How do you balance being a YouTuber and in reality being a trucker, like real trucker, like? Um, I'm just gonna say it like this. I thought I keep it real.
I just be myself. That's it, man.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Really, I'm not. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask Show when we gonna start seeing videos from him again on that doggone kind of Stoger, man. Teach us how to run one.
Yeah.
Man, it's simple, man. You just open a curtain, close a curtain. That's all you gotta do. Don't get nothing over 8 foot, 8 foot 4
Eight.
inches wider. You know. And you
Mhm.
do
I
eight
know.
five, but 8'4", 8'4" is the best.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If all that YouTube and your trucker thing, be yourself, man. That's all it is to it. You know.
Yeah. Mhm.
Some people, some people on here do anything for the views and the camera. I mean,
Yeah.
anything. I'm talking about the real dumb stuff for views,
Yeah.
man. Or say anything for views. And a lot of people get caught up, especially these new truck drivers. They get caught up in some of the crap that some of these YouTubers be saying and some of these YouTubers be doing, and really that's not it. You know,
Yeah.
that's not it. Me and Dirty actually had a conversation the other day about something, and there was a driver that wanted to, and he drives for UPS. I'm talking about
Okay.
UPS, the union part of it. I'm talking
Mhm.
about the door to door, home every day. Them boys, right? So he wants to get a truck, you know, but he wants to get his own truck, and then he was saying, and I was just like, I don't know about that, dog. I didn't want to say it like that because I don't want to stop you doing from what you're doing. But like me and Dirty was saying, no, you need to keep the UPS union job and then buy the truck and then put somebody in the truck because UPS is your ticket. you know,
That part.
work, you making like 90 something cents a mile at UPS and basically all your stuff paid for. UPS is the
Okay.
ticket. You
Yeah.
whatever that truck does, if it blows up, whatever with it. But I was told the dude made a statement about somebody on YouTube and was like, "Yo, look at how they living, yo." And I'm like, "Yo, that's fake, man.
Yeah.
That's fake. That's bull crap, man." It's just like, no, like you looking at some. When you pay attention, you can see how people be moving, man. You know,
Mhm.
and you can tell what's bull crap, man. You gotta separate the bull crap out from
Yeah.
some of these people on here. You
Yeah.
know.
Everybody that's been on his show, Calvin, L Boogie, just Mario. Those are the people I originally watched, and like I always say, I try to keep it real. And all I can vouch for all these guys. If they telling you something, it ain't nothing to get views. It ain't nothing to make themselves look big. They telling you the truth, how it is. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I try to do.
Only,
What's up, Island Trucker?
the only thing I do here, and I did it here and there, is those little skits or whatever. I'll do some old random, like I did an ELD skit like over a year ago, and some other ones here and there. I did
I
with somebody
remember that.
rear-ended somebody on the road. I just did. I'm starting to do this thing called certified dumbass or you big dummy skits. I don't know if I'm doing once a week or I'm gonna just do them once a month.
Like like the
You know,
Breakfast Club.
I be doing that on Facebook. I be doing it on Facebook all the time, so I just don't do no voiceover stuff. So I'll just do a little like last night or a couple of nights ago, whatever it was. We just had a dude, man, with y'all gotta pay attention. When I be saying that, you gotta pay attention to what you be hauling. My man had a drive van, man. He loaded a load of chicken in a drive van, closed the
What?
doors and left. I got the video. It's up. I posted up like 6 hours ago.
He
Man.
he had what
It's
now?
just a. You heard what I said. my man, my man had it. It was in a Facebook group, right? So one of my boys had sent it to me as a screenshot. So it's blurry. I said I can't really read it. Let me get in here and look at this. So my man was talking about him picking up a load of chicken or chicken fat, whatever, in Missouri, going to North Carolina. It's been pretty decent the weather lately. Last few days, so it ain't been freezing anywhere really. So my man got this load of chicken, rolled out, closed the doors, left the chicken plant, got about 400 miles down the road, shut it down, got it the next morning, just like how I thought he would, cranked it up and kept it moving, cranked it up and kept it moving, went down the road, and all of a sudden you can see out the back of the damn van, stuff splashing out of the van onto the ground. He called the dispatch, and they got called the broker to get the approval to open the trap. I think he was an owner operator or a lease purchase driver or something. So they told him, yeah, you got to open it. Go see what's going on back there. My man opened the door. He got chicken grease, chicken blood, and all that falling out the back of the drive van, man. It was in combos, so it was just chicken parts or whatever. Like, dude, like I said, you fired, man. He like, your mom's hiring. Then I went off on him. See, you done messed up now. You should just kept your mouth shut and just and just like, yeah, man, I know I messed up or whatever the case. He like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get paid to bring it back because I did my job. You did not do your job, you big dummy. Like, you messed up at the shipper.
Yeah,
You
that's
didn't check
sales for sure.
you, the forklift driver, everybody should be fired. Especially you, because you never even checked the load at all. You didn't. It didn't even go off in your head. I'm sitting at the door, you know, at a chicken plant or whatever. I'm the only drive van in a refrigerated door getting a refrigerated load. We know you just closed the doors and left, and you didn't read your bills.
Okay, that's crazy.
On that -10.
Like you gonna be like that F2F driver. Hey, anybody get a reefer, anybody get a truck, like I say, man, have a reefer unit at F2F and get a load of bananas. And it said and then most of the time the banana loads, they'll say Fahrenheit and Celsius. They'll have both on there because it'd be Canadian people hauling them loads too. So so whatever's Fahrenheit, or I think, let me see, 55 Fahrenheit is like 14 Celsius, right? So my man set the trailer on 14 degrees, froze the load of bananas, and he's going back and forth trying to make an argument about it or whatever, and then come back later and go, well, it did say at the bottom of the page that it said 58 degrees. Like, you just saw one little portion of the bill and closed the door, huh? That almost happened to me yesterday, matter of fact. I pull up at the place right now. When I got the load, they said, keep it between 32 and 75 degrees. I'm like, what kind of load? Well, I guess don't freeze it and don't burn it up. All right, whatever. So I put it on 75 degrees and go. I pull up at the customer, man, made the delivery. He told me back in the door. I back in the door. Doors open and everything. All right, they start unloading, whatever. So I turned the reefer off. So he gonna come back outside and they're gonna tell me, he's like, yo, your reefer's off. I was like, well, yeah, y'all asses is unloading. There ain't nothing but, liquid. I mean, you in a dry warehouse, so I don't know, man, this stuff's supposed to be at 32 degrees. What you mean 32 degrees? It says between 32 and 75. You ain't about to get me on this. I said, my freight bill says that. The bill of lading says that. He still try to write it up as if like, well, yeah, the reefer was off it wasn't off when I pulled up, dude. Don't try that. He said, well, it was 72 degrees in there, so I just recorded it, just in case, you gotta pay attention to what you hauling, man.
Yeah,
Because you can get got at a customer, man. But my man
true.
definitely did haul a load of chicken in a dry van.
That's crazy.
The
That's
video, the
crazy.
video, the video is up.
Yeah, I gotta find that. I
Yeah,
gotta
man.
find that.
You got put it like this. Put it like this. The video is up. It's got him in it, and I got two Swift incidents in it. For those that was in my comment section yesterday saying, or in my community joint talking about, is this real? This Swift driver was up in the mountains somewhere? Oh, I got the video. It's up. It's in there.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey
That's
man, but I got to go to sleep, man. I got to go to bed. I'm on my way to
Hey,
California. I'm gonna holler
hey,
at
Where
y'all
you at?
later on though.
hey, I'm
You
gonna get
at?
ready and wrap it up. Shout out to RLC TV real quick. Mario ain't on here, but I want to thank each one of you brothers personally for answering the phone, giving me a call, check on me, whatever the case be, always answering my questions. Appreciate y'all because I wouldn't have made it this far in the trucking if it wasn't for y'all. So I just wanted to thank y'all and get y'all together. And I hope we can do this again, hopefully in a month or two. Let's do this again.
I
Yeah.
gotta get a
Right.
yard stream going. I'm the only one that ain't did one yet.
I ain't did one yet either.
No,
Mhm.
everybody, I mean, you gotta go do this, man. You gotta, cause they want to come over there on mine. I'm like, I don't really do it like that, man. I mean, but I guess I'll try it, sooner or later. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
Well, all right, y'all.
I
I'll
got
holler at y'all.
All
All
right,
right
thanks,
now.
L Boogie. Hey,
Peace,
All right.
y'all
peace.
go out
Yo,
check out L Boogie book too, y'all.
yeah, Boogie, where the shirt at, man?
Oh yeah, they coming. They coming. I had some more designs that I got them in the. I got some more designs I'm working with right now, and so
Mm.
yeah, I just talked to the girl today. So yeah, they coming. I ain't forgot about you.
All
Oh,
right, man.
hold on, let me put my cheap plug in real quick. Holler at me, I got my holler at me see me t-shirt,
Oh
so
yeah,
holler at me and get
yeah,
a t-shirt.
Yeah. Hey, and
yeah.
where them Hey Buddy shirts at, man?
I got him, man. I got
Guys,
to. Let me
thing gonna
tell.
be going.
They should. I should have let him rip, man. What happened was my boy that I grew up with from New York. He made them for me. So he sent them
Mhm.
to me. Then he gave me a couple of V-necks. I was like, "What? I want to do some V-necks, man." He like big guys like. He said big guys wear shirts too. I'm like, man. I grew up with this cat ever since we was like kids, man. So he sent them to my house. So I started wearing a few of them here and there. Cause it was only like 8 of them, 10 of them, or something like that. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna get it redone because I got it. I don't think I got them on a truck. Yeah, they're at the house. So I might have them done again because I had to get bigger shirts. These shirts
Yeah.
they didn't fit right, you know. So, but yeah, definitely. I did have an idea to do with them joints too. Recently, I was just looking at something on YouTube, but I'm not gonna do it because unless somebody, does something stupid. I ain't gonna do it. But yeah, I'll get them going. I'll get them out there.
Okay, okay.
I did wear
Hey,
I did wear one time at the Fort Worth yard. they, they was looking at me like you just really walked up in here with one of the shirts.
Oh, buddy.
hey Jay, holla at me. I'll get you a t-shirt, man. And
Shoot me a shirt. I'll get you the
Waymaker,
address.
I'll get you a shirt. But Calvin, I want my Hey Buddy shirt, dog. I don't care if V-neck or not, I want mine.
All right, man.
Hey, y'all have a good one. Thank you, fellas. Y'all be safe out there. All
All right, holla.
All right, later.
right. Hey, I appreciate y'all for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. You can hit me up on Facebook, Nathan Galloway Senior. Instagram, I think it's Gangsta G 1999, I believe. Um, hit me on Fortnite too. I play. Anyway, once again, thanks everybody. Love y'all. Peace. Be safe out there.